Hello everybody and welcome to another Minecraft video. Today in our We Got Skills world, we are going to build a basic house. Last time we were here, we built our little farm. So while we're going to build our house close by so our farm can continue to grow, I'm going to go ahead and grab the seeds in case I need them to attend to the farm while we're going. The one thing is you can build a house out of any material, basically, any block that will stack. And so there are some things you might want to think about while you're building your house, and that includes just, you want to be close to your resources, just so you can run back to the house whenever you need something. You also, when you think about your material, certain materials are more prone to attack, so to speak. And mostly we're thinking about creepers here, because creepers blow things up, and certain things can be blown up easier than others. So if you build your house out of dirt or wood, it's more likely to get blown up. But, I often build my first house out of wood planks, which I can make with these wood here. But since we've already got 2 stacks of cobble, I think we're going to go ahead and build it out of stone, which is a little more creeper-proof. Although, the only thing that's really truly creeper-proof, I think, is maybe obsidian and bedrock. But certain things are less likely to get blown up. So let's go scout out a spot here. We'll get to the animal farming a little later. One reason for that is I figure if we can get some more wheat and seeds out of this farm, then we are going to have a little bit better luck with that. So now, as far as, you can build your house out of anything from, like I said, you can mix the materials too. You can build it partly out of wood and partly out of stone. You can go fancy if you really want to wait until you mine, and you can build it out of diamond blocks if you want to. But I am going to build like the most basic house you need with just enough room for your bed, your chests, and we can always expand from there. I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to show you beginning Minecrafters how to build a little house. Now, I went ahead and I need to go back because I need to grab our extra doors, because doors are always good for a house. So I meant to grab them and I left them in the chest. So back we go. And I'm going to go ahead and build it close to our farm. Now, you could always too, if you're short on doors, you could always steal it from your hidey hole when you're done. But there they are. Okay. So the only thing to keep in mind when you decide the size of your house is that if you want to build a house with 1 door going in, you probably want to make the number of blocks across odd. So you'll have, if you want the door to be centered anyway. You don't have to by any means. And if you want 2 doors, then you probably want the number of blocks across to be even, if you want the doors to be centered. Now this is the one thing about, this is a nice little spot here. I'm actually going to build it back against this wall. So actually I think I'm going to start with a wood floor, since we have all this nice oak. And then we will build a stone exterior. And hopefully we'll have enough. I'll try to make it kind of small here. This will be the wall. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now keep in mind that the inside of your house will be 1 less than this, because this is the exterior wall. So I'm going to go 7 so I have space for our door. And I'm going to just make a square house. So there's 1, 2, oops, wrong spot. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we can square that off. This is going to be our tiny little cozy house. So, because it's going to be really small. So, okay, so there's, now this, I put the floor level above here just so that I didn't have to dig out the floor, but you can do that. Like, I could dig all this dirt out and make a floor there if I want to, but I'm going to do it this way. And it's good that I started at the end of the last episode we slept, so it should be But I must have passed enough time because the sun's starting to go down. We may have to finish this in the morning. But we'll see. Let's see how fast we can do this. Now, okay, now a Minecrafter, Steve, or whoever you happen to be, I am Xanderwitch, of course, is 2 blocks tall. So that is the, if you want to get really claustrophobic there, your house can be 2 blocks tall. The one nice thing about a 2-block tall house is you'll never get an Enderman in it because they're 3 blocks tall and they couldn't fit. But the sun is going down, so I'm going to head back to the hidey hole. We'll sleep real quick and then we'll continue our project in the morning. So, and while I'm here, I'm going to check my difficulty because I'm pretty sure I locked it on this one, but yeah, it's locked at normal. So sometimes in my other games it gets changed if I've changed it in another game. Oh, I guess it's not quite nighttime enough. The sun is setting. I'll go ahead and grab the little bit of cobble I have left while I'm waiting for that. Da, 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 da. Can we sleep yet? Can we sleep yet? Yep. It's only a matter of ticks until you can sleep again. Okay, let's go out. Let's build. Let's build. Sometimes you got to be careful when you come out in the morning because sometimes zombies and skeletons will be hanging about, especially if they can hide in the shade or in the water. The water will protect them too from catching on fire. So now this dirt is actually going to be useful for us because I actually want to build my house 3 blocks tall. So I'm going to put dirt here, get my stone out, and this is how I'm going to at least start to put my stone on. Of course, I'm right-clicking to place these, and so you could see where you want to place your block is when you point at a block, it'll get an outline, and that will tell you where you're going to place it. You can see it's very thin, but there's a thin outline there. So see, if I point at this part, you see the little crosshairs. If I point at the bottom of the block, that's where I'll add the block. But if I point at the side, then that's where it'll place. So just keep that in mind. That makes all the difference, especially with some blocks like stairs. So now I realize I am missing something, and I will tell you what that is in just a minute. And I'm going to have to check the hidey hole, and if I don't have any, we're going to have to make some. So let's go across here. Okay, so you got your basic frame. Now you have to decide where you want your doors and windows, and that is what I am missing. I don't have any glass with me right now to make windows. So I decided to do a 1-door house. So again, where you point on the block. Now this, of course, the square is outlined, but if you put the door on the front or the back, because you can do that, the door only takes up part of the block. So I'm going to actually move out here because I have more success with this if I stand outside for whatever reason. Yeah, and now the block is on the front edge, or the door is on the front edge of the block. So I would love to have some windows. So right now I'm just going to fill in this spot and leave some little spaces open for windows so I can see out and see. Make sure there's no creepers about when I get up in the morning. So, and this, you could have the whole wall of windows. Now the one thing about it is if you're in hard difficulty, you might want to consider the extra investment of making an iron door, because creepers in hard mode can actually destroy your wooden doors. I think somebody wants to be our roommate. Hey Piggy, would you like to come live with us until I'm hungry? Anyway, getting friendly with the pigs. Okay, let's go see if we have sand. I don't remember. So let's go look. And if we don't, we need sand, because sand is what you need to make glass for windows. Now right now, as it stands, you could have, I have 2. So to make sand, I'll tell you how to make it, and we'll go look for some when we put this in the furnace. But you just smelt sand and you'll get glass. You'll get glass blocks. But we might have enough. Let's see. Because, let's see. Okay, so one block of sand makes 1 glass block. You can also make glass panes out of this, but you need more than 2 to do that. So, all right, we have a couple, but let's go see if we can find some sand. So sometimes you get interrupted in the middle of your house making. But I think just to be safe, and I'd love to sleep here tonight. Let's go ahead and make our roof. And we'll get some stairs in here in a little while so we don't have to jump up into the house. But I'm going to use my sand or my dirt again to get up here on a level so we can start building the roof. And I'm just going to build a nice flat roof. I told you this is a simple house. There's all kinds of creative things you can do. And more complicated, and I've done more complicated certainly before. You can build everything from this nice square pillbox-like house to like the Taj Mahal in Minecraft. It just depends on how much patience you have. And if you're in survival, how much resource gathering you can do. So, with the Taj Mahal, you might have to get lots and lots of gold blocks. So, okay, and once you have it started, now it's only the corner is a little tricky there. I'm going to jump up here so I can get the corner because you really have to point right at it to get it. Okay, but once you have that much, you can do it from the floor, at least with a house of this height. It gets tricky. You can also do it from the outside. You can stand on the outside and fill it in. And then you can just pick your dirt back up. Okay, I'm going to fill in these corners here. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks, but I almost wish I had added one more block on either side of the house. But it'll serve. It'll serve. Okay, so we need 3 panes of glass here. 6, 9, 11. Okay, so we need sand. We need sand. Now, we have obviously been in this game in a little while because I've been doing modded survival and other things, but my daughter came on and told me I needed to make another Skillz video, and so when my 6-year-old speaks, I need to do it. So, but I'm glad she's enjoying it. So, yeah, and sand is one of those things, if we haven't covered it yet, that actually obeys gravity. And another thing is if I take out this sand, the water is going to start flowing in. So I am going to like dig behind it so that I don't get pushed aside, because it's really hard to dig through water. So let's see. Okay, we have 26. That should be plenty. So now we have to go back and hopefully I didn't lose the house. Haha. Yep, I can see it from here. Yay. Not too far. And it's right next to our farm, which is good because as I might have put last time, oh look, we have our first pumpkin. Yay. But as I said last time, things like smelting and farming, they happen when you're nearby. If you wander off too far, they kind of just stop. So I'm going to go grab, or you can go in, Piggy. I don't mind. I'm going to go grab our furnace and take it to the new house. Yay! Because it's enough to sleep in right now. The only thing that could get in is spiders because they're only 1 block tall. But hopefully we'll get some glass in there before it gets too dark. Okay, I'm going to grab the furnace and I'm going to grab the bed. Anything made of wood usually picks up better with an axe. Anything made of stone usually picks up better with a pick. So those are just some little tips. So, come on. Hi, Piggy. Are you my friend? I wish I had a carrot. I could keep you. Pigs love carrots. So, okay. So I'm gonna put my bed along one wall. And I think I'll put it here. And then on the other side, I'm going to put my furnace and stuff, and we'll go back and get the chest later. So I think I'll put a crafting table and the furnace. Come on, come on. And get our coal back in there. Now we need the smelting. And you need one piece of coal for every 8 blocks of whatever you're smelting, including food. So, all right. So we have the 2. We can go ahead and put those up real quick. Now, while our sand is smelting, we can go get our first pumpkin. Yay! You don't like pumpkins, do you, Piggy? All right, he's not answering. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, so look, and just like I said, it fell off to the side, which is cool. And it's ready to go. And an axe I found to be the quickest thing to harvest a pumpkin with. Although you can do it with your hand if you want. See, it will start going. But the axe is quickest for pumpkins. Now, watermelon, it's a sword for some reason. It's just very bizarre. Okay, and we have some wheat ready too, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead, and you don't have to replant the pumpkin. As I said before in the last episode, look, the vine is still there. So it will just keep periodically dropping more pumpkins. I like that because it's kind of low maintenance. You don't have to do much. Oh, did I miss a corner? Look, I'm out here. I missed a corner. I thought I got that corner. Okay, well, there you go. But nobody can get in. It's just an aesthetic thing to see how it looks, you know. Okay, now let's go get a few more pieces of stone and we can make some stairs while we're waiting for our glass to smelt. Actually, I have a better idea. Let's make some wood stairs because we already have lots. Jump up because that can get old jumping up into the house. Okay, to make stairs, you put your blocks in a configuration like this, and that will work with stone, cobblestone, wood, wood planks, so a number of different things. And then you get 4 stairs out of that. So let's go out here, and all you have to do is place it. And to place the stairs in the right direction, now I'm going to do it wrong just to show you. If you put your crosshairs at the top of the block, your stairs will be upside down. If you aim it kind of like from the corner, yep, see, they'll come that way. But to get them placed correctly, stand directly in front of the door. It's getting dark. I'm scared. If you stand directly in front of the door and aim toward the bottom of your block, you'll get the stairs in the right configuration. So let's go inside. Let's check on our glass. Yes, oh good. We have enough to fill up the windows. So now you can make panes, but like I said, I'm trying to build like about the simplest house possible. Okay, I'm going to make a few more torches. I need sticks first, because that is pretty much the last component of your house. Is you want it to be lit up. You don't want zombies spawning here in the middle of the night. Although actually when you're close by, they never spawn right on top of you. They spawn within a certain radius of you. But if you're outside mining, you don't want to come home to zombies in the house either, if you're brave enough to mine at night. Now this is cool because we have our farm lit up pretty well. So, and sometimes I like to go around the sides of the house and light it up too. And that'll increase the radius where mobs will spawn, so they won't, because another thing you don't want is to walk out of the house into a creeper. Although that happens sometimes anyway, because they can travel. Up, there's our friendly neighborhood skelly. No skeletons here. No skeletons here. Thank you. Oh, you too, huh? Now, IRL, I have a little friendly neighborhood kitten on my desk. So she thinks she'd like to come visit my new Minecraft house too, I think. And sometimes you will get things like chickens and pigs in your house. You just have to, that's up to you whether you want to keep them or not. Okay, so we've built our little house, isn't it perfect? And now we can sleep in our bed for the first night. Yay! And like I said, if there's monsters right outside your house, like those skeletons, it wouldn't let me sleep. It would say there are monsters nearby. So I think I have enough here. I can show you how to make glass panes for later. Or if you just like the way it looks better. Just like that. And so if you use 6, and that's actually, I guess, a little cheaper. Because if you have 6 glass and you need, more than that, if you make them into panes, you have 16. So that's nice. And it can also be dyed in this version of Minecraft with flowers and stuff to give you tinted glass, which is kind of cool. Like you can get yellow and pink and purple and just basically whatever color dye you can make in Minecraft. And look, we have another pumpkin. Yay! Okay, so there is the basic house. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we should cover. No, I think that's it really for the basic house. Actually, there's one more thing I want to do, and that's just I want to go get our chest from our hidey hole and bring it over to the house. Now, it's pretty obvious, but let's do it anyway. You never know. But basically, what's going to happen is everything is going to fall out of the chest when we mine it. We could build a new one, you know, always, but I don't think we have a terrible lot of stuff in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and mine it. I'll need a spot for the chests. They will stack, but watch this. Everything will fall out, and when you go over it, you'll pick up what you can. But I don't have enough space for all this stuff. But one thing you can do is you can take stuff out of your inventory and throw it on the ground. And as you do, you'll pick up other stuff nearby. I'm trying to pick up the chest, but it's like, okay, it's right in front of me. No, I don't want zombie flesh, really. Oh, come on, really. I'm picking up like everything on the ground except the chest. But you have about 5 minutes, basically, because there we go. Where's the other one? Okay, now those stack. Okay, you have about 5 minutes to come back and get this, so don't do it from too far away before your stuff will despawn. So if I just go and set my chest down real quick and put what I have in my inventory in the chest, then I can go get back and get my stuff without worrying. So I'm just gonna like pop everything in there as fast as I can and go back and get the rest of the stuff. See, the nice thing about the stairs is when you come up, you just automatically walk up them. You don't have to hit the space bar to jump up them. So if you're going up and down a spot a lot, good idea to make stairs. So let's go back, pick up the rest of our stuff. See, it's still there. Yay. Alright, even the zombie flesh. So our hidey hole is kind of empty now, but we'll save it since we know there's a ravine right behind it and we might need access to it later. And I will also leave the torches up because I don't want to open the hidey hole door and say hello to the creepers. It might be a good spot as a little storage room later too, because your house, after you've been doing a lot of stuff, your house will start to fill up with stuff, especially chests. So you may want to save it like as a storage area for stuff you don't need all the time but that you want to keep. Okay, since we're here, I'm going to show you real quick how to make stained glass, because I think that would be a cool thing to do since I have some flowers here in my inventory. So to make dye, you take certain things like poppy will make red dye. See, poppy makes rose red dye, and like dandelions make yellow dye, things like that. You need lapis lazuli for blue, and bone meal is considered white dye. So I'm going to take my lapis, and I'm trying to remember, I think, now, you may have to do it with the actual glass blocks. I'm trying to remember. Let's try. Yep, that's it. You need 8 glass blocks and surround the dye of your choice. Cactus is for green. I'm trying to think of all the... And there you go. And you can take these red glass blocks, or this red stained glass, and make panes out of it. So I'm not sure what I want to do with those yet, but I showed you how to do it. I was trying to think, oh, another one is black. You need ink sacs from squids to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and eat some of this wheat we grew. Oh, see, I opened the door. I told you about that last time, the whole right clicking. There we go. Eat. Right click. Okay. Let's go outside and tend to our farm. Look, while we were standing around here, we got 2 more pumpkins and some wheat. So that's why I said it's a good idea to put your farm next to where you're working, even if it's next to where you're mining. So the pumpkins, yeah, maybe we'll grow some sugar cane soon so we can make pumpkin pie. Because with pumpkins, you can't just eat them directly. Although you can wear them on your head. So let's try that out, and then we'll wrap up this episode. Now, why would you want to wear a pumpkin on your head? That's the question. See, and this is cool because you get this limited vision of sight. But the reason you'd want to wear your pumpkin on your head is if you're in a place with a lot of Endermen. If you have the pumpkin on your head, you can look right at them and they won't notice. It's sort of like, I'm not here. This is just a pumpkin. And the biggest place for that is actually in the end with the Ender Dragon. But that is a long time coming for us. So there I am with the pumpkin on my head. You can also make jack-o'-lanterns with them. So, and I think that's just, that's not it. I've got to figure that one out. I don't actually know the recipe for a jack-o'-lantern right off the top of my head. Ha ha. Um, so I will try to figure that out and give it to you the next episode. But yeah, our farm is doing nicely. We finally have a little house. And next time, maybe we'll farm some animals, although that might take some work since the only one I see around here is our little friendly pig. So, but this has been Xander Witch, and thank you for joining me for another episode of We Got Skills, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.